Are you guys tired of listening to people's strategies and wondering why these strategies don't work? Well, there's a simple reason. Some strategies are good for certain play styles and other strategies are nightmares for certain play styles. If you guys have a certain play style, you may not want to do these strategies, or you may want to. But let's go ahead and teach you guys how to get better at Warzone. Oh, shit. Woo! Wake up, boys! Good morning! Oh, my graphics are through the roof. Look at my frames. I was doing... It's gonna be a good lobby. I was doing thumbnails and shit, and so my frames are chalked. Let's fix this real quick. All right, I want to go ahead and just point out the fact that in the gulag, your boy was crouch walking out here. Now, this is a long-term debate, and by debate, I mean people are telling me the wrong shit and disagreeing with my correct opinion. If you're crouch walking, you're messing up. Now, there are times, very limited times, where crouch walking can be beneficial. Let's go over those. One, if you're going through a building, right? If you open a door and you know the guy's on the top floor and he doesn't know you're there and you want to take him by surprise, crouch walk up the staircase, I'm fine with that. Or ADS walk, whatever. He's up. Two, you're in like this intense 1v4 and you just want to get the hell out of there. You want to run away. I can understand that. Crouch walk your ass off. That's about it. Honestly, that's about it. Crouch walking definitely alleviates the enemy from hearing you. However, this is Warzone we're talking about. They can't hear you anyway, and you're limiting the little movement that you're actually given in this game. Movement speed is still existent in this game. Don't let anyone tell you differently. It's not Warzone 1 movement, but it still exists, guys. So please utilize it to your advantage. I mean, I couldn't hear him and I still shit down his throat. So let me ask you, did me not hearing him help him at all? No, it didn't. So guys, please stop crouch walking at every given turn. It's the common mistake we see. Now I got to go ahead and give my dude Dark Sooner some credit. This man here, he used a bomb drone. I love it. Gross. He took a snipe off at the enemy, somehow didn't kill him even though the dude wasn't plated, and then pushed and closed the gap. The enemy was cracked. He knew the enemy was cracked and he used that intel to his advantage to go ahead and push. And again, shit down his throat. So great job by Dark taking that fight and just pushing the crap out of it. A lot of times we witness these guys that we spectate, they get armor cracks, they just kind of sit there and wait. And they get armor crack and they just sit there and wait. And it's this long drawn out fight. Next thing you know, they're being third partied. So I love to see this. And this is just a perfect example, guys. The tip number 2, you guys have to win the fights as fast as humanly possible. You don't want to rush into your death, but you also don't want to just take your time because you will get third partied, you will get pushed by gas, you will get held, and the list continues, guys. So let's go ahead and see what your boy Dark Sooner is going to be rocking with. I love the fact that the servers were so down bad, and they still are. Let's not get it twisted. The servers are so bad that instead of telling us what latency we actually have, they just removed it completely. Now it's like 1, 2, 3, or 4. Great job, Activision, avoiding a problem by just changing the element entirely. Love that shit. Now again, let's pay attention to gas. We have gas moving on us. We are relatively close to the next zone, but we need to be aware that there may be enemies holding us. So there's orange crates here, so I will forgive this. Orange crates definitely can be beneficial as hell. But again, as we're approaching the next zone, we need to start paying attention to what buildings people could possibly hold us in. There's a fire station past this, what is this? Gymnasium, stadium, whatever it is. There's a fire station. I believe it's inbounds. I can't pull up the map. I'm just judging by what I can see on the mini map. So you need to be aware of that. There's probably going to be somebody sitting in that area as well. This is also a very hot spot for every lobby. Bot lobby, go to lobby, SWAT lobby, whatever you want to call it. People love going to the compound to our right-hand side. So you're going to have a lot of people here. And as you can see by the chopper and the yellow flare, there are people around. Now, the last thing I want to see Dark Sooner or any of you guys do is just get safe and just sit here. Because then you're just playing the edge of the gas and you're just praying to God that you happen to survive to the end of the game. Dark Sooner took that fight correctly. So in my eyes, from what I've seen, he can definitely fight. Is he the most accurate shot? Who knows? Is he the best movement? Who knows? We've yet to see these things, but he has the intelligence. There's a loadout on top of the billboard. That's definitely questionable. Change your angle, brother. You can't shoot him. I was going to say he has the intelligence to actually know when and when not to push. There he is right there. You can shoot him. Come on, brother. I believe in you. Now, I'll forgive him. A lot of these grates, sometimes you can shoot through it, sometimes you can't, the graded floors. But he definitely should have taken the shot when the enemy was exposed. Also, as a sniper, notice how he's holding his breath before he's lined up. That's fine if you guys want to do it, but the correct way is to line up your shot, hold your breath, and instantly fire. That way, if the enemy's moving, you can serve a lot of your lung. A great knock. Again, second kill with a bomb drone. Let's not worry about the AI, homie. All right, so we saw him push the first fight. He's pushing this one now, but it's a little delayed. And even so, the enemy's a good distance away from us, so I don't think we'd get this. I don't really want to see him climb up this ladder because, again, the enemy's running in the open, or at least he was. If we would have rounded this corner on this building, we probably could have got the shot off the enemy before he pushed inside. But because of the time it took for us to climb up here, now we really don't have line of sight on the enemy, and we have no idea where he is. So we failed to push the enemy. And also, we failed to get line of sight on him before he got safe. So we just created oh, wait, never mind. This guy is clueless too. I fully believe someone else just completely precisioned the crap out of that dude. We don't know if he's dead or not, but again, we need to start rotating. We're playing this dangerous game of playing the edge of the gas, and playing the edge is fine if you're going for kills. I'm all for it. There's your 30th precision of the match. But the problem is, if you guys are playing similar to any of these players, you need to stay away from the edge. Now, why do I always say that? Tip number 3, guys. If you're playing the edge of the gas, you're going to run into a lot more enemies than if you weren't playing the edge. If you decide to pre-rotate and get to the next zone, the white circle, if you were to get on the edge of that into a building, you can gatekeep all these guys and you can gather all the easy kills you want. But if you're playing this dangerous game of playing the edge like 90% of players do, you're going to end up getting clapped from your left, your right, your back, your front, no matter what the situation is. It's very rare we spectate players like this that survive from beginning to end of the game without getting clapped on the edge of the zone. Again, if you're hunting, this is a great hunting ground. This is a great hunting rotation, but I don't think really many of these guys are hunting. Dark's kind of, he's giving me glimpses of being a smart player, and then I'm seeing some back pedals. And again, it could be a lot to do with just his confidence in the game, something we've talked about literally since day one of Warzone. But again, to get more confident in these games, you've got to start making decisions different than what you're doing now. If you as players are lacking confidence, tip number 4, if you're lacking confidence, guys, try your best changing your method of madness, changing your entire strategy. If you're playing the edge, playing the edge, playing the edge, next thing you know, start playing the next zone, start pre-rotating, start gatekeeping. If that's not your method, if that's not working for you, do something different. Players thrive in different areas. There's strategies for everybody. Like I said, this strategy of playing the edge is great for hunters. It is a good strategy, just not for players of this element. And again, if you guys are like, Savage, I'm just having fun, bro, and then don't click tips and tricks videos. These videos are not meant to teach players how to have fun. These videos are meant to teach players how to get better. Also, I'm not really too sure why we're using this sight. Maybe it's the anti-glint feature, maybe it's whatever. But again, the standard scope on the MCPR, which is my best sniper, is beautiful. I don't use variables. I just use the standard scope. It gives me another attachment on a sniper. If you guys are curious on my MCR build, make sure you join me over on Kick or my YouTube streams. You guys can see my builds there live. First time I had the cherry limeade, this thing is bomb. Are we seeing something? And I'm not sitting here trying to say, God, I'm right, pat myself on the back, but I'm playing BRs a very long time, going on 7 years now. It's the same thing in every damn game. The same thing. The guy he just killed, who jumped out the window, he played the edge. Did he look like he was competent to fight? Not at all. The guy we were spectating, again, we saw glimpses of he knew what to do, but I think his confidence in the end is what held him back. Don't think he's a bad player. I think, again, his confidence to move on out is holding him back. But here we are moving on to Mad Child Prevails, rocking 7 kills. This is a decent player, it seems like. Questionable with his builds, but we're going to go ahead and play this through and see what it is. To be fair, I don't really use this gun, so maybe it's a good build. Let me know in the comment section if you know this build, if you like this build and you rock with it. Maybe I'll try it. I love the fact that even on the zip, your boy is sitting here grabbing contracts through his map. He marks. He marked the bounty, which is awesome. I don't know if that was the same player or not. If it was the same player, great job somehow sneaking out of that, maybe jumping on the backside of that building, changing his angle completely and getting shots off on us. Also, good job on Mad Child. Instead of just bailing out on top of the bounty, he grabbed the high ground. He peeked around it because he noticed there's a loadout drop and he wanted to gather in the entire situation. All right, here's gunshots to the right-hand side as well. And again, when you start thinking about where we're going to rotate to, we could play this rooftop. So we're not technically in bounds, but we can still kind of gatekeep from this area because, again, it's the closest building and the highest building to the next zone. So we could play this rooftop and kill anybody around us. Let's see what he ends up doing. It looks like that's exactly what he's going to do. Now, we do have this building in front of us blocking us, but again, if you look over to our left-hand side where this lake is at on the mini-map, we have beautiful, beautiful sight on that area there. I'd still want to keep eyes just peeking the left-hand side in case enemies closing into our building. We know there's one over here, but we don't know if the guy to our left ended up dying or not. And that's definitely the concern right there. Thankfully, the enemy had no idea we were here. But again, kept saying, peek the left-hand side. You don't have to sit there and watch it. You can play both sides, but you don't want to allow the enemy to close the gap, come up in the rooftop, and then sneak up behind you and kill you. When we got real lucky that he did not do that last part. All right, got to give him a credit there, man. He called in the precision, and he decided to fight us in the middle of it and ended up getting the win for us. Damn. Damn. I do want to point out his reticle placement. It's a little low. And again, if you're looting, that's fine. But when you're not looting, there's no reason to be aiming at the ground. We took that zip line literally at the last second before it actually ended up moving off. And I love the fact that he's utilizing the zips to get himself safe to the next zone. Never mind, that's unfortunate. RIP. So that kind of put us in a bad spot. We do have a vehicle to build into our left-hand side right here. You see us coming up to it. That really kind of screwed us. I don't want to, that's not his fault. It's just unfortunate. Here's an enemy just happens to be running right in front of us. COD timing is perfect. Enemy on the rooftop trying to get the high ground. His aim definitely seems a little off until it actually grabs you with aim assist. But nonetheless, he's rocking it, man. He's got 10 kills. He's winning his fights. He's pushing when he's got the cracks. He's probably pulling up something on the mini map. He might mark something here soon. Maybe. Maybe. Now we're next to a buy, so this is very dangerous, just laying out in here in the open like this. All right, remember, we cannot see the UAV ping, so if he ends up spotting an enemy, we can't just assume that he's cheating because we cannot see the pings he sees. It's just another spectating glitch. This is added up to all the spectating glitches. And again, as you can see, and again, this is no shots and aim assist at all, but you can see when he initially fires, his aim's kind of wonky, but then it connects, and he's able to line it up and get the kills off. I'm saying all that to say he probably just needs to turn down that ADS sense a little bit. But good job not shooting at the vehicle, because he did have an enemy in his sights. There's no reason to shoot the guy in the vehicle. For two reasons. One, if we shot the guy in the vehicle, again, it's going to alert the enemy we're trying to cluster or kill. And two, if the enemy did pull up to the buy station, we could then stealthily sneak up on him and get a nice kill off. That is ballsy, my guy. The enemy's a good distance away if you can't hit these nades, so we could play the backside of this building. The enemy's pushing. We got to plate. We got to plate as we're running. We're not plating. We are not plating right now. This is wild. Remember, plating does not slow you down like it used to. Plate up, guys. Even though the enemy was a good bit away from us, you can tell his sensitivity's really high. He needs to turn this shit down. Again, look at his reticle placement. Even though the enemy was really far behind us, not plating up like that, run into a building like this, if there was an enemy around us, we were one tap, two tap. No reason for that, guys. You can still sprint when you're plating. Please plate while you're running. Also, bad move just crawling up there. You see the enemy, saw his head grace the billboard on the right-hand side. One guy run up the right, one guy to the left. I think the guy to the right is gonna end up clapping us if we don't pay attention to that. He does hit a shot. And again, we saw his head very last second. Now running through AI, you know, they nerf AI, they buff AI, they nerf AI, they buff AI. They can't make up their damn minds, but if you run through these AI, you're gonna get in a real tough space. Mostly because you have the enemies around us as well. So we're sitting here wasting our time shooting the enemies. And don't forget, we have the guy to our right that's coming in the vehicle. We have the guy on the hill that we pissed off the cluster. And again, you think he's gonna die to AI? Oh my God. Oh, get him out the game. I cannot stand AI, bro. Oh my God, get him out of here. Like, I'm not even playing right now and I'm fucking raging for your boy. All right, does sound like there's somebody in this building. Might not be, but I'm pretty sure there is. Yep, window broke. Our controller died. Again, playing a very dangerous game, playing the edge with one tick of our gas mask. I wouldn't, yeah. I thought he was gonna go inside. I'm about to say I would not do that. I'd start focusing on getting that building more than anything. The fact that we're shooting right now instead of grabbing this rooftop is wild, because if the enemy's in this building, he's now gonna know we're here and he's gonna be able to set up for it. Grab the building, get in the gatekeep position, then start shooting people. Great job throwing that beast out. Again, grab the high ground. Even though we only have a few seconds before we have to rotate, if we can grab that high ground, we can get a little bit more intel and we can start playing this entire situation differently. Not to mention, I'm pretty sure you can boost jump from one to the other. Great job playing it, trying to anticipate where the enemy is at. He knew the enemy was there. You can tell just by the way he just worked that entire area. But I think that crate not being open kind of got him complacent, because he just rounded that area instead of ADSing around the corner like he was doing before. So unfortunate for your boy, but here we are moving on to 2 Raccoon with 11 kills as well. We're kind of wasting a streak, especially since we have to run through that area. It's kind of ballsy. All right, playing the edge. This is fine. I like when you're playing the edge of the end game. End game, guys, you need to slow it down. If the circle dictates, meaning there's a lot of buildings to cover, play as slow as you can. All right, this is a little too slow. I'm pretty sure no one's in this bitch anymore. Well, trackers might save our life. Holy shit. All right, tracker saved us. That is a great example, guys, of just utilizing tracker. I told you guys in the video the other day, I like to use overkill my first class. I always want to try to grab my second class in order to get my tracker perk. Or if you guys want to buy your guns and grab tracker off rip, that's fine too. Great job pre-rotating. We have a little bit of gas mask. I like the fact he's just playing patient. He's gonna take a little gas damage. No big deal there. When he gets to the rooftop again, there's an enemy. It seems like he's on the bridge. I'm pretty sure he's on top. When he gets the high ground, oh, this is not good, boy. So we need to get the high ground to get shots on the enemy, but there happened to be a guy just crouched by the staircase. I probably would have died too, I'll be honest. Now, when you're clearing staircases, you got to clear it, but damn. We've got 3 enemies left. 1 under us. We got another riot shielder in play. Another riot shielder in play to our left-hand side. There's riot shielders everywhere. I like the fact that Clemu decided, you know what? I can't take on these 2 riot shielders. I'm playing the water. And it's probably his best option to be fair. Let these guys kill each other off. Hopefully he's got restock on. Okay, this might... Oh, wasn't expecting that, were you, brother? All right, we still have the 2 riot shielders though. All right, again, okay, now we have 1 riot shielder. We have these beasts too. Now, the enemy might have taken a zip. We don't know. I hope he didn't. All right. We got to watch the staircase right here. A lot of people get complacent with this door for whatever reason. I don't know if it's because there's a mattress chilling there. People forget that... Oh, he sees him. He sees him. He sees him. I hope you see him. Yeah, there he is. Play riot shields. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. It is what it is. But guys, look, I hope you enjoyed the video. Again, I want you guys to focus on 2 main aspects. 1, pushing the enemy when you have them damaged. That is crucial. We saw players do it and they succeeded. We saw players fail and they ended up dying. 2, playing the edge is a tactical advantage and tactical suicide if you guys do not utilize it correctly, right? If you guys are playing the edge just to hide, you're gonna die. If you guys are playing the edge to get some kills, you're gonna thrive. So guys, utilize these tools to your advantage to go out there and get better at Warzone. But guys, thank y'all for watching. Really hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you have a great day. Consider subscribing to the channel and also leave a like on the video if you enjoyed it or learned something new. But until next time, y'all have a good one and good luck in Warzone.